All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Shayna, and I am the managing director here at Host Agency Reviews. I am so happy, excited, all the feels to welcome our next webinar host, who, if you do watch the Friday 15s, you will know her very well. So we are welcoming back April from Uniglobe Travel Center. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So very quickly, I am just going to go over what we're going to cover in the webinar today, remind you all to ask any and all the questions, and then I'm going to jump off and I'm going to leave this to April. So today's webinar is really designed for professionals exploring a career change into the travel industry. This presentation will walk you through how existing business experiences, especially from fields like healthcare, education, project management, can directly support a successful start as a travel advisor. This webinar will focus on how extensive travel experience isn't a prerequisite, but a business mindset, organization, and client services are. Common concerns like if you need a lead gen program or how to go on fam trips, real life success stories that April's going to share, and how clarity, systems, consistency, and support serve as the foundation of a successful travel business. So, as a friendly reminder, please feel free to post your questions in the comments. We have the wonderful Abby who is in the comments. She will grab all of the questions, and if there's time at the end, I will jump back on. We will ask April. If there isn't time at the end, we will link Uniglobe Travel Center's directory on HAR so that you can go and ask them directly. So without further ado, please welcome April.
Thank you, guys. I want to first just say thanks for your time. I really appreciate everybody taking time out of your busy day to be here. We're going to be talking today about, moving from whatever your current career is to a calling. And I think a lot of people kind of feel this way whenever they've reached a point where they're just kind of like, I'm not in love with what I'm doing anymore. I also want to let you guys know I'm having a little bit of technology issues today. I cannot see my notes at all. Not sure what's happening. So I am going to try and do my best to make sure I cover everything that I intended to cover on my slides. But just know that if you would like to have a copy of the slide deck later, you're welcome to. We're going to have a few interactive checkpoints so that I can hear from you throughout. So I'll be asking some questions here and there. And while we don't really have a way for you to put them into, say, a word cloud like I originally intended to do, you'll be able to throw your perspective into the chat box. So I want to hear what other people have to say on some of the thoughts that I'm going to share. So what does it take to become a trusted travel professional? I get this question a lot. I talk to a lot of people who are new to the industry, people who maybe have some experience, or maybe they're just very, very well traveled. And oftentimes people think that there's a single way into the travel industry, or maybe they think it's like completely different than what they're doing now. And that's not necessarily true. We're going to be talking about different business models that you might consider. We'll be talking about different avenues that you might take. But oftentimes what people don't think about is that what they're currently doing may very well translate very well into a new career in travel. So we're going to be talking quite a bit about how your current skill sets could translate to something else. Okay. So the biggest roadblock is uncertainty. This is the biggest thing that keeps people from moving forward. It keeps people stuck. It's that fear of losing something that you've created more than, like it keeps you completely paralyzed in a role that might not necessarily fit you any longer. So part of what I want to help you kind of figure out today is how to do the research for what you're trying to achieve, and then use that research to help you find the right fit. Because the main thing you don't want to do is spend a ton of time putting your time and effort into something that doesn't work for you professionally. So we're going to be talking a lot about getting clear on your goals and getting clear on your strengths so that you aren't spending time, spinning your wheels on something that doesn't work for you. So the first quick question I want to ask everybody is, what field are you currently working in? Add your responses to the chat. It will just be interesting. I can't see the chat, just so you know, but it'll be interesting for others to see what types of industries are represented today. I know when I talk on the phone to people who are interested in joining the travel industry, I talk to a lot of teachers. I talk to a lot of healthcare professionals. That's my previous background. I talk to a lot of project managers, and that could be in a bunch of different industries. So throw your responses in the chat and just, scroll through, look at who else might be here that's similar to what it is that you're doing, or completely different. That's important because collaboration is really big in this industry. So like I said, there's many paths, but oftentimes people think there is only one, and there's not. So we're going to be talking about, this is not an exhaustive list, of course, but we'll be talking about the main 4 here, okay? So the first one I'll highlight is the host agency model. And this is probably the most popular path that people take whenever they join the travel industry. There's a low barrier to entry, higher commission splits. This is going to be based on you working as a collective network instead of you simply establishing brand new relationships with supplier partners by yourself. Your commissions are based on the sales volume. So if you're part of a network, then it's going to be based on the collective sales volume of everybody versus just you by yourself. So there's quite a bit of buying power there. The flexibility and independence to create your own branding, set up your own business systems. You have the education and mentorship that you have access to, and the community and the collaboration is a huge piece because you're able to share your skills and then gain perspective from other people who have different skills. That's going to be a huge way for you to continue growing as you continue to work your business. The next one is the franchise model, which is different. And franchises have the benefit of having the established brand recognition. There's often quite a big investment upfront, but for some people, if they have the capital to do that, it's a great way to step into a proven system with proven processes. You've got ongoing training and corporate support, depending on what it is. Obviously, a certain franchises, like say a restaurant franchise, is going to be very different than a business or a travel business franchise. But I've never done either one, so you'll have to bear with me on that. Some of you that are listening might actually have some previous experience with that. But there is usually some ongoing training and support. You have the relationships with suppliers that are already established. You have the buying power of the brand, and then there's an established infrastructure as well. This one, the tour operator model, oftentimes there's some grade lines. People tend to think of a travel advisor and a tour operator as like they know they're separate, but they don't realize. Oftentimes they think that what they're doing fits into one mold when really it fits into the other. So the biggest difference between a tour operator and a travel advisor is that a travel advisor is selling products that have already been created or offered by a supplier, right? And then the tour operator may be creating those products themselves. They're putting together the packages, they're adding the markup. They have a lot more creative control. Based on this model, there's higher profit margins. You're able to niche down quite a bit more. You have direct client relationships, not just with the actual people that travel with you, but the client relationships might be with suppliers.
I think the tech issues have caught up with April, but hopefully she'll be back to join us shortly. Right now, you get to speak with me, so this is fun. But she will be back, I am sure. But yes, just bear with us for a moment so you get to look at me on the big screen. I do love that everyone is here from so many different industries. I have to say the one that stood out for me the most was the casino pit boss. That was kind of awesome. What were some of the other ones? Hold on. Healthcare, banking, caregiving, product management. You're the head of administration for a fire rescue department. Nice. Retired from the hotel industry. I absolutely love it. But the casino pit boss, I think, took the cake for me. That one was my favorite personally. But yeah, I am sure April will be back with us shortly. Let me just see where she is. But thank you for being patient. Sometimes tech issues happen. What I will put out there for everyone, and we'll link it here for you, is we do have another Friday 15 coming up. We have KHM Travel, so another wonderful host agency that is going to be joining us. We will be live at 1 p.m. Eastern, so it's 12 p.m. Central time. Sorry, I live in the Eastern time zone. 12 p.m. Central. So please come and join us. The questions are wonderful. Thank you, Abby, for linking that. It's about 15 minutes. We answer your questions. Also, go to that link if you want to submit some of your questions. So if you're hearing things here that are interesting, or if you have questions about the travel industry, the Friday 15 is purely to answer questions that you submit to us. So all of these questions are submitted by travel advisors or those that are looking to become travel advisors. So please submit your questions. We usually do about 3 a week. Oh, Diana, of course you did. I've definitely asked your questions in the past. So yes, please keep submitting them if you have any more, even if they've been asked in the past and you want to hear from a different host. We have KHM, we have Lavarte, we have Gifted Travel Network all coming up this month. So we've got some different hosts in there, and they'll all have different insights as well. So feel free to keep posting. I will pitch you out one more thing just to let you know that if something that is brand new to HAR that we are doing in October, if you haven't heard about it already, it's called HAR Wired, also known as Tech Week, where we are going to be focusing on featuring technology and AI specific to the travel advisor. So it's going to be a full week, or a Tuesday to a Friday, because it's Canadian Thanksgiving up here. So we're going to start on Tuesday, October 14th to the 17th. If you want to join us, it is absolutely complimentary to anyone who wants to join to watch any of the sessions. So Abby, if you have a chance to link the landing page to Tech Week in the comments, if anyone is interested, you can sign up for the week, but then join us for any sessions that are of interest to you. We do have the full schedule. We will be posting that online in about the next 10 days, but she is full and looking really good. Lots of hosts, lots of travel technology providers, really exciting keynote speakers. And it'll run about 11 a.m. to about 3:34 p.m. Central Time, so that we can make sure every time zone in North America is included. I'm going to take a quick check to see how April is doing and where she is. But thank you so much for hanging in there with us. I can see that pretty much everyone has stayed, so we love you for that. But let me check in and make sure April's okay. But let's take a quick look. Gotta love. I'll say, let me know. All right. It's always tech is always fun. But speaking of tech, is there, you know what? Let's go down the tech route. Let's have a little bit of fun. I'm doing awesome improvising. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate you. I'm just hoping my internet doesn't go out. Who knows? But thank you, Abby, for sharing the Friday 15 about franchises. I would love to hear. It would be really interesting because we are for Tech Week, or HAR Wired, if you will, and I can't take credit for that because our wonderful content manager Jen came up with that name because we're cute like that. But we have day 1 is about the future of travel technology. So there will be and day 3 is about tech and the human connection. So, how do we use AI to enhance the human versus replacing the human, right? I think we all get a little bit worried. I would love to know if there's an AI tool out there that you all love using, even if it's ChatGPT or what you use to help support you in your business, or something you're getting excited about to use to start your travel agency. Feel free to post in the comments if there's something you use that you absolutely love. We would love to hear about it. There's some great AI tools that are very specific to the travel industry. So definitely join us for Tech Week to learn a little bit more about those. A lot of hosts are developing their own chat bots. So that will be really interesting to hear more about, especially if you're at the point where you're starting your agency and you're looking at which hosts you want to be a member of. But if there are any AI tools that you really enjoy using, that you find very helpful, would love to hear more. I actually love right now ChatGPT. Yeah, Rhonda, same thing. I love ChatGPT. I actually have the upgraded version. I find it just works a little bit better for me. I also really like, and I know this is really simple, but I really like Gemini. That's part of Google Meets as well. I love that it takes notes for me. I can go back, I can review the things, it organizes your entire meeting for you. I know there's a lot of meeting AI tools out there. Just because we use Google Meets, it's built in already. So I love that it reminds me of the things that I promised that I would do. And, just a review of the meeting. And if I want to keep notes in our CRM, I could actually stack the two. So I can have it where Gemini is speaking to our CRM as well. So it keeps the notes within our CRM too. Erica, Bing's image creator. Ooh, I like that. There's so many out there. You kind of have to find what works best for you. Ooh, Copilot's great too. Erica, you are on a roll. Thank you. And thank you for helping me keeping this going. I did just email April. I think she's been having tech issues all morning. So I'm going to see, I might shoot her a quick text. Let's see. Hey, you. All right, let's see. Oh, I feel terrible. If not, we will definitely reschedule. Does anyone use any AI tools with regards to building presentations or design work? Or you may not be into that yet. I know a lot of you are still in other industries. But yeah, thank you, Emily. But I hope you all had a great long weekend as well. We had a nice long weekend up here in Canada. But we're getting that weird weather now where it's like really cold in the morning time and then it's beautiful in the middle of the day and then gets cold in the evening. So I went for a walk this morning outside in this, and by the end I was frozen solid in the morning, and then I was sweating by the end of it, just in case anyone was interested in that. And then I decided to stay in the same clothes. So it has turned into Wing It Wednesday. I'm just coming up with random things. I am looking for a new television show to watch. I typically go back and rewatch things. So if anyone has any suggestions on shows that they watched, I was a Ted Lasso girly. Love Ted Lasso. Oh, thanks, Erica. I love being up here too. I'm in Toronto. But yes, if anyone has any TV shows that they have loved watching, that they would recommend, of course, I did the Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, all of those. But if there's anything new, I heard Fleabag's really good. And I see that the numbers are increasing for people watching. Is everyone talking about how I'm just winging it? The Pit was also really good. If anyone, travel books too. That is a great shout. Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah, both. I didn't watch the Blacklist, but Handmaid's Tale was fantastic. They actually, Steve, they film Handmaid's Tale in Toronto. So it got really interesting when you were seeing them all walking around different areas of Toronto. So yeah, they filmed that here. So we always know what's going on. Outlander, I heard that was amazing. Thank you all for just being so supportive of me winging it. So yeah. I think everything must have gone down for April. So we may have to reschedule this. As much as I'm winging it, I think she just usually I tell you, she's one of the quickest people to get back to me. So I think we may unfortunately shut this one down, but we'll reschedule a time with April. We've got a couple Wednesdays. Okay, I'm back. Maybe it's a StreamYard thing. Yes, I think we're going to have to shut it down today. But we will come back. We will let you know when this has been rescheduled. Thank you so much for all hanging out with me. I so love and appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Join us for the Friday 15, and we will see you on the flip side. Join us next week for our webinar with Wanderlust Campus. We'll see you then. Thank you so much, and so sorry again, but we will get this going next time. All right. Have a good week, everybody.